I'm sure you can think of someone you look up to or respect. This could be a celebrity or someone that just positively influenced you. No matter who it is, we try to model ourselves after them and follow in their footsteps. Today I'm going to be talking about mine, Mr. Stevens. If Mr. Stevens was not involved in my life, it'd be completely different and not for the better. Today specifically, I'm going to be talking about his compassion, his faith, and his perseverance. I'm going to start off by looking at his compassion and how he showed it to others. Mr. Stevens shows compassion in several different ways. It could be small things like bringing hot chocolate or chocolate milk to scout events, or it could be him just talking to you and seeing how you're doing. I think the biggest way, though, he showed compassion was how he spent his time in volunteers time. Mr. Stevens was highly involved in scouts, highly involved as a teacher, and highly involved as a volunteer. To start off, Mr. Stevens spent 23 years involved in scouts. He took me and many others on different trips, like canoe trips, camping trips, and talks about nature, and a lot of things you just need to know about life. I always remember him bringing Dutch ovens and aprons for us to learn how to cook stews or different cobblers like peach and cherry cobbler. He also helped a lot of us achieve Eagle Scout, including myself and my brother. He was also a teacher that taught across San Diego. He taught for 34 years and spent 34 years helping build up youth. He was also a highly involved volunteer for the Pearl Harbor Survivors Association. He chose to spend his time helping others and building them up. Now, another attribute that stood out to me is his faith. Mr. Stevens never told me or anyone that he was a perfect man. Instead, he usually talked about all the mistakes that he had made. But he would always end with saying that he was trying to get better and he was trying to get closer to God. A big thing that stands out to me about his faith is that he chose to take action and pursue it. He did this by talking to others about his faith and God's love. He also did this by talking to other believers and helping strengthen them. When I came in for my Eagle Scout review, there's usually set questions that you're supposed to ask the interviewee, like experiences in scouts and experience with leadership. Now, we did cover those, but for the most part, we talked about my faith and my journey through scouts with that faith. Now, after we talked about that, he encouraged me to keep on going and strengthening my faith. He held me and many others accountable in it. Now, I'd like to talk about his perseverance and determination. At one point, Mr. Stevens was diagnosed with cancer. He then had to go through multiple different types of treatment to help cure that cancer. Even through all that time, he still came to Scouts and volunteered when he could. He never let anything stop him or hold him back from doing what he wanted to do. In fact, I remember coming over to his roof just to see him up there working on it. After he was cured of cancer, his wife was then diagnosed with cancer. Him and his family faced the worst back to back. Now, even though they went through the worst and all that pain and suffering, they still reached out and helped others and stayed firm with God. I would love to keep on going on how much I loved and respected Mr. Stevens, but I sadly don't have that time. If Mr. Stevens was not involved in my life, I would not be a better person. Thank you, Mr. Stevens, for all that you did for me, and thank you for all that you did for others.